Have you ever had a 15 pack of beers before? Let's get right into it. What's up guys, and welcome to Beer Pressure. Now before I get into the beers too much, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and feel free to leave a comment on anything that you'd like to see on this channel. Now today we're climbing the mountains as we take a look at Four Peaks 15 pack. That's right, not 12, we got 15 beers in this bad boy. So this is the pub pack, and it's quoted as when you just can't decide on what beer you want, but you know you want a good one. So we're going to see if it lives up to the hype. Four Peaks Brewing is primarily based out of Tempe? Yeah. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's Tempe, Arizona. They've got 2 breweries and 2 pubs within 8 states of the country. So we got quite a variety here, and we're going to see which one is the best. I'm excited to try them all. I'm ready for some flavors. Let's get into them. Starting off our journey, we got the Kilt Lifter from Four Peaks. Okay, so if you're any type of beer enthusiast or just a casual beer drinker, you probably heard of this guy right here. I know I have. I mean, I've had it in restaurants before, and this is their flagship beer. Okay, so it's a Scottish-style amber ale. And the reason I say it's their flagship beer is because this makes up about 60% of what Four Peaks brews. So it's got to be good. I'm expecting a lot of flavors. It looks tasty. But before I get into all the good stuff, let's hit some more facts. So this beer was first produced in 1996. So it's actually 1 year younger than me. Let's go. Like I said, it's their #1 produced beer, and it's actually the #1 local beer within all of Arizona. So that's pretty cool. If anyone is watching from Arizona, you for sure heard of this guy. Yeah, so let's get into the flavors and the smells. Like I said, the good stuff. That's pretty cozy. There's something kind of cozy about it. I'm getting a little toastiness. That's probably the malts we got going on. Yeah, it's the more I kind of do these videos and the more I'm drinking beer, I'm trying to like develop a palate, because I know there's probably some of you out there that you want to know what flavors exactly. But like I said, I've got an underdeveloped palate, but I'm just taking it in. I'm getting like toasty caramel kind of thing. When I said toasty, the first thing I went to was like marshmallow, but that's not correct at all. It's fairly light. It's super easy to drink. It's got a 6% alcohol by volume. And as far as, it's kind of funny, amber ales aren't necessarily like my forte. If anyone's seen some of my other episodes, IPAs are what I generally lean towards. But with this one, maybe that Scottish style like kind of twist, it's really like cozy and warm, and there's something soothing about drinking it, which is why I keep going back for more. Kilt Lifter. It's kind of funny. But yeah, with like the toasted malts kind of going on. Super warm, kind of fills you up with warmth. Phenomenal start. It's pretty cold up here, which is funny. Arizona, I don't think it gets cold in very many places. I could be wrong, and correct me if I am, but super nice beer to start off the list. Man, if I was Four Peaks, I'd be pretty proud of that one. So let's keep it moving. We got IPA up next, and I'm going to jump right into that one for sure. Alright guys, this climb is just beginning. Next up, we got the Hopnot IPA. And I know I craze over IPAs a lot, and it's just, there's something about them. And let's see if this one is with me on that. There's something about them. They're just like juice to me, and if you drink IPAs, you probably know what I'm talking about. They're super juicy. This one is almost like sweet in a sense. I'm getting like a little piney notes, but that's really a phenomenal IPA. And what I just noticed is I want to do something here. Let's just do a little back-to-back, because this versus this, 2 good beers, 2 completely different flavor palettes. So again, toasty, warm. I know I said that already. Over here, crisp, super well balanced, and like juicy. And I love that. I love that beers can be so different in the flavor profiles. And if you watched my last video, I did similar styled beers. I did peanut butter stouts. If not, click on the link down below to check it out. And it was almost hard to kind of distinguish between them just because I was basing it all on the peanut butter and like the jumps in kind of flavor. But with these, I mean, it's just drastically different. So bear with me, I got some facts because I gotta give you some of these. So this beer has 5 American hops in it. And I've heard of one of these. So that just shows you where I'm at, right? So you got Bravo, Glacier, Liberty, Simcoe, help me figure that one out, guys, and Cascade. Okay, so that's the only hops that I've heard of is Cascade, right? I'm still learning. And so they say that these hops are mixed across 7 different intervals. And to be honest, I don't really know what that means, but whatever it means, it equals a good beer. I'll tell you that. Let's spin that bad boy around. You know, IPAs are kind of like a big craze nowadays, and I get it. I get why. Like, the flavors are huge. This one's got 6.7%, so not like the highest IPA ever, but it's super, again, just balanced. And that's what I liked about the Kilt Lifter. It's very just well blended as far as the flavors. This one's a little bit on the sweeter side than some of the IPAs I've had. Again, because a lot of IPAs you get the pine notes, which I did just mention. Yeah, but this is almost like sweet, almost like a honey kind of flavor to it. I like it. You know, honestly, you know, I say that a lot, and hopefully that you don't think that I like every single beer, because I don't. But it's not very bitter. It's super refreshing. And I could sit here and drink this all night. But we've got a long climb ahead of us, so let's keep it moving with the next beer up. Wow. So I'm reading here that this golden lager, next up, was perfected for 2 decades. So it's got to be pretty good. Obviously, with a golden lager, a light lager like this, you can see it's lighter. It's not going to be as flavor forward as the IPA was. But that's okay. I'm going to rank it on kind of a different scale. So I'm going to go for it. Super clear. It's going to be light. It's going to be crisp. It's going to be malty, guys. They're onto something. I like this variety pack is pretty good. It's just so far everything I've had is very differently flavored. Obviously they're different style beers, but they're doing it right. They're doing it well. Yeah, it's refreshing. It's a nice break. There's something, I don't know. There's something again like kind of sweet. I can't really put my tongue on it exactly, but there's something sweet in here. And so a while back, my wife and my family and I, we got to go to the Boston Brewing Company, and we learned a lot about like just malts and hops and stuff and how beer's made. Super interesting. I kind of want to go and do that again and just kind of get a behind the scenes look, because I know beers, it's so like the fact that one brewery can produce so far 3 like extremely different types of brews. Oh man, excuse me guys. Sorry for that. Like I was saying, the fact that one brewery can produce this many types of beers and they're all so different but yet so like pleasing to the tongue, they gotta be doing something right, and I definitely foresee a brewery visit coming soon. Yeah, I mean flavors, I can't really place it. It's good. It's got like, it's just balanced, you know, like you're getting the minimal carbonation, you're getting slightly sweet but also slightly bitter, and they just kind of offset each other and do a good job just coating the mouth and feeling good. Speaking on that, like I do want to go to some breweries, and I do plan on it soon. Obviously, with the way the world is right now, it's kind of harder to get into places, and I want the experience to be real. So subscribe again to check it out. I'll be getting there soon, and I'll make sure to let people know, because we got to see the heart of where it all comes from, right? Golden lager. Living the golden days. Again, this is a beer like, I know I haven't really gone into the flavors too much, but I'm just kind of trying to rate these in my head a little bit. And so far, all 3 of these I can just kind of sip on and just keep going. As you see, I just kind of distractedly throw it down, but they're good. I think they got the balance right. And I can't exactly explain what that balance is, but it's doing it. It's doing it exactly how I wanted it to go on the tongue. Let's keep climbing. All right, along our climb, we're gonna stop for some food. A little golden peach. Not really, but this is a peach golden ale. And I gotta be honest, when I got this pack, this was the beer that I was most excited for. So I've been kind of pleasantly surprised because so far the 3 beers that I've tried were all good, balanced, flavorful. They were all kind of had like a little bit of sweetness to them. But this one was just, I'm a fan of like the exotic beers. Peach golden ale, let's go for it. And guys, this is the first, kind of, never mind, it's a little bit hazier than the rest, but I think it was more of the light on it. Good start, it smells like peaches. Ooh. I'm kind of mixed on it. I think it's pretty good. It's sweet. It's pretty tart. If this makes any sense, it sounds like, or it tastes like, when you like first bite into a peach, right? And you get a little bit of the rind, the skin, and then a little bit of the meat on the inside. So it's a little bit tarter than expected. Fact check. This was made with peaches from Arizona, which that was kind of news to me. You know, they don't import from other states. I didn't know Arizona had peaches. I might have to get some. Overall, well balanced. I mean, yeah, it's a little more on the tart side. I am enjoying it. It's pretty refreshing, honestly, but yeah, it's crisp. But it's a little tart, and it's a little, it's a weird blend. It's a weird blend. Let's go for one more. Let's get this concluded real quick. Gotta do the swish. When you're drinking beer, and you can get the flavors, you take a little swish sip, you get more of the maltiness, the sweetness, the tartness. If you just go back for it, you're getting like the alcohol flavor. So there's a little fun fact. If you ever want to taste beer, that's a good little step. Swish it around a little bit, you get more of like the warm, robust flavors. Throw it back real fast, you're gonna get more of the bitterness and the kind of alcohol taste. Yeah, not my favorite of the pack, this one. It's alright. It's okay. Yeah. So, let's continue our climb. We're almost there. Alright guys, we have reached the peak of our journey. So far it's been a good one. We're going to finish it off with the Gilt Lifter, a Scottish style light ale. So, first off, I was surprised. I thought this was going to be way lighter, honestly. Like, those two were light, that was light. But this looks just like the Kilt Lifter, which is good because it is just kind of the, again, boom, 99 calories. So this is the low-cal version of the Kilt Lifter. So we're going to go for it. Look, I'm all for breweries doing the low-cal option. As I've said before, sometimes with the more craft beers, you get a lot more calories, and some people are turned off by that. So this is a good alternative, light calorie. It's surprisingly more flavorful than I was originally expecting. Let's just do a side-by-side. And guys, this is the lowest percent beer that I've ever had. It's actually only 3.4% alcohol by volume. So it's light. It'll tickle your fancy a little bit. That was a weird thing to say. Sorry. Yeah, so not much to say on this one. It's like a watered down Kilt Lifter in a sense. So if you are, again, guys, if you want low calorie beers, I think it's really cool that breweries are doing that they're offering a low cal option to their popular beers. I think it's great. But for me, personally, I don't really mind the calories, obviously. Hello. So I want to choose this one first. Hey, but for as far as light beers go, it packs some flavor in there, so they still nailed it. I just want to choose this one over the Kilt Lifter. Well, sadly, we've reached the top of the mountain, and that's going to wrap this one up. Before I get going, though, let me grab my favorite here, the Hopnot IPA. Now, this beer kind of instills the pack as a whole. And why do I say that? It's sweet, yet hoppy, which means it's balanced. And that goes for pretty much all the beers here. They've got a good balance of flavors from the bitterness to the sweetness. Gilt Lifter I could live without, but hey, I mean, if you're out there and you drink low-cal beer, you're watching your figure, whatever it may be, that's a good option. That's a pretty mirror image of the Kilt Lifter, minus the calories. So guys, I have some stuff planned for next week. It's going to be a fun one. Stay tuned, subscribe for more, let me know what you want to see. I'm open to options, and I love reviewing beers and just kind of sharing that with you guys. So guys, as always, enjoy responsibly.